here we are. The final episode has just begun. What's happening, everybody? This is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. In today's episode, we get started with the final story arc, and we will get on to some of the final battle. Most of it, actually. But anyway, on with the episode that's already in progress. And as you can see right now, we are trying to get Vin to somewhere safe because he's in his comatose state as of right at the moment. And Aqua is carrying him so that way she can get him to safety.
If that's where you want to go.
So yeah, as you can tell from playing the final story arc, we are going to be controlling Aqua again. So now we are going through that door of light or whatever so we can get Vin to where he wants to be taken to safety. And you may actually be surprised where we're going to. Yep. And just from looking at it, we're back here at the Land of Departure. And Ventus wants to be kept inside the castle to be safe. But there will be something that will be different about the castle once as the cutscene passes on through. But you'll see. One thing I need to point out is that I just downloaded the demo to Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy, and it's actually a pretty good demo on the PSP. I definitely think it's going to be a really fun game, way more fun than the original game, because I think the number one thing that would make Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy a lot better than the original is because of Square putting in some RPG fan service in the game. Like, there are two modes of play within the game, or within the demo in the game itself. You can play using free action style gameplay, you know, which is the basic gameplay that you used in the original game, or you can use the RPG mode, where it's more for beginners, and it acts more like a Final Fantasy game within a fighting game. Yeah, try saying that 3 times fast. So, yeah, I definitely think that Dissidia Duodecim is going to be really fun. I would recommend that you guys check out the demo if you want to get Aerith as the assist character in the main game. But if you want to get her in the main game, you got to play the demo or buy it or whatever. But, yeah, I would recommend you give it a shot. Even if you're not familiar with the game, you know, I would recommend trying out on the RPG mode. You probably won't be disappointed. And then once you've learned the basics and start to know more about the action-style gameplay, then give that a shot. But yeah, it should be out next week, and I will be doing a follow-up review, you know, from the original Dissidia Duodecim that I reviewed. I am going to be doing, you know, a review on its prequel, I guess you could say. But anyway, yes, go check it out when it comes out next week. So, as we can see right now, Aqua is going to seal away the Land of Departure because of its bad state, and so that nobody else will know of its existence, and it's going to be transformed into a place which we may not be familiar with at first, but once as we walk outside, you may actually be in for a really big surprise on what it's going to be. And with Master Ericus's Keyblade, you figure that Aqua would be using that throughout the rest of the game, but no, we actually do get something else, but I will show that once as we get back out in the lanes between, so, yeah. And yes, this is the room that Aqua is going to give Vin some protection.
I know it's a lonely place, but you'll be safe. Tara and I will be back to wake you up before you know it.
Be back to wake you. Well, if it only were that easy, Aqua. His heart's not in his body. But, you know, just keep believing, and one day he may wake up. Although I would imagine that, like I said, I would imagine that Sora would be the one who's going to wake him up when, well, I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, as we turn around and look at the castle where Vin is, you may be surprised where he wants to be in. Yes, he is inside Castle Oblivion. The same castle we went into in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Yeah. Very, very good reference there. But who knows? if that's where we'll find him in Kingdom Hearts 3D or Kingdom Hearts 3, but who knows. But yeah, Terra is calling for Aqua for her to put an end to him, but she's going to find him to try to free him from Xehanort's grasp. But anyway, we are now finally back in the lanes in between, and that is where we want to go, is to Radiant Garden. But first of all, I want to open the menu and show you the Keyblade that we got, and then we'll head inside Radiant Garden and commence the final battle. The Keyblade that we actually get is called Bright Crest. So yeah, Aqua got that after transforming the Land of Departure into Castle Oblivion. So anyway, here we are back in Radiant Garden, and everything is covered in darkness. Well, in terms of the sky and all. And the town square is where we're going to fight Xehanort, you know, possessing Terra's body. And he's just looking up at the sky like he's just a mindless puppet. But yes, Xehanort still has a grasp of his heart to make him evil like that.
Who am I?
Such a terrible darkness.
A dastardly one indeed.
Terra, please.
Terra, you say?
And Terra is still fighting inside his body to try to take possession of his heart again, but Xehanort still has strong, firm grasp of it.
Terra's heart has been extinguished, smothered by the darkness within him.
My name is Master Aqua. Now return my friend's heart, or pay the price.
So yes, here we go. The final battle is now commencing. And there are two battles that we have to fight. One is the same type of battle that we fought Xehanort when we were the Lingering Sentimentor, Terra in his armor. So pretty much in this battle, things are played out the same. So there's nothing to worry about when you're fighting against Terra Xehanort. Just be sure to make sure you have Kiragas on you, and be sure to heal yourself, and you should be fine for the first fight. But you know, if you lose, I mean, if you fight the second half of the battle, and if you lose that fight, then you can actually start back from the start at the beginning of the second fight all over again. So you won't have to come back here in the first fight, like it was a really big pain for me when I was playing this game on Proud Mode. I always keep bringing up Proud Mode. I guarantee if you play on Proud Mode, you are probably going to be in tears, like I was. I was in for some hair-yanking moments when I was fighting against Xehanort as, Terra, because of just how cheap the character is. I mean, if I probably would be in bigger tears right now if I fought against Unknown or Vanitas' Remnant. But when I fought against Vanitas' Remnant, I thought it was going to be an easy battle because he literally has 200 points of HP. But he's quick as heck, and he's going to make you blind at some point when he hits you with a dark spell. But yeah, I've never been that I never been that really angry when I fought a really cheap boss like that, especially against someone like Terra Xehanort. I guess we'll call him that. That's how the game's describing him in this game as the final boss, is Terra Xehanort. But it's still just Xehanort in a young body in general, or just the Xehanort that is the main antagonist of the Kingdom Hearts series. After what Tetsuya Nomura claims to be the Xehanort saga, I wonder where he's going to take the series, after Xehanort has been finally defeated. I mean, who's going to replace Xehanort as an antagonist? Because I really think that Xehanort is probably one of the most unique antagonists. I mean, let me rephrase this. Who would take over Xehanort's place as the antagonist? Because, looking at Xehanort in the Kingdom Hearts series in general, he is probably one of the most cunning villains that that has ever existed in an RPG. I mean, sure, there's more cunning ones like Kefka from Final Fantasy VI and, you know, some others too. But when you look at Terra, he's really cunning for an individual. But yeah. And sometimes this battle when you're playing as Aqua can be a bit more of a handicap because you do have that magic barrier type of block attack, and that could actually put Xehanort at a bigger disadvantage when he tries to hit you with, you know, the barrage of Keyblade attacks. We should be getting close to defeating him. He's still pretty tough when he's in his getting close to having his HP all depleted, but yeah, I always keep going for him, you know, and he'll hit me with that barrage technique, but I usually tend to make sure that he doesn't try to overturn the tide of battle, but yeah. And yeah, got to be careful that you stay clear away from the the Keyblade unleashing that huge amount of energy into the middle of the battlefield that could cause damage everywhere. But yeah, come on, finish him right here on this point. Look at him. It looks like he has one thing of HP left, and he just what a jerk. I told you, he's really hard. But other than that, we finally won against the first battle. So we're now on to the second half of the battle, which is a form that I think everybody's familiar with from Kingdom Hearts 1, as you'll see right now. Yes, that is Xehanort's Guardian from Kingdom Hearts 1 when we fought against, Ansem in the final battle of the first game. So, yes, that is his Guardian come back to give us more hell. And, yes, the attacks are different for pretty much when his Guardian comes into play. Like, he'll try to attack you from underneath the stage that you're fighting in, and he'll, if he does grab you, then he'll do, like, a quote-unquote Izuna drop that Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden is most famous for, or, the Dead or Alive series. But, yeah, just be careful. And there are shockwave abilities like that, and sometimes if Terra Xehanort, if he attacks you with his barrage Keyblade attack, you'll actually get transported into a realm where the Guardian is going to try to lay the smackdown on. Gosh, I keep saying that word. Where he'll try to hit you again, but try to put an end to you. But Terra will be there inside that realm to give you a helping hand. And this is one of the things, trying to dodge this, thing that Terra Xehanort is doing to you. It's just, it's just so tedious how you have to dodge that like 8 times when you just want to keep going with the action here. But just keep, just make sure that you keep your calm, and you should be fine. And as you can tell, he does have more. I think right here is where we get transported into that realm to. Nope, not that one. I can't remember. No. I'm trying to remember where it was. We will get there eventually inside that realm, but who knows. But, and one thing I wanted to bring up is that the Bright Crest Keyblade, it's actually a pretty good weapon. I mean, sure, it's not the same, when you compare it to the Ultima weapon or the Void Gear or the No-Name Keyblade, but it's still a pretty effective weapon for Aqua to use. So, and it's really cool how they put in different Keyblades and all in Kingdom Hearts games, but, the one thing I wish for this game to have, is each character having their own set of Keyblades without most of them being recycles that everybody can use. I mean, have that fewer and more with each character having an original Keyblade, because that would put in the originality in the weapon types. Oh yeah, by the way, if you try to use Shot Lock against Terra Xehanort when he has his Guardian, you're not going to succeed. He'll block. completely dodge your attacks without fail. You know, you won't get, I mean, you won't hurt him with the shot lock command. So just focus on melee attacks and your magic at all times if you can. Okay, I think this is where he's going to do that ability. Yep. This is where we get transported to that realm where his guardian's going to try to hit us, but Terra, we're going to give him a hand. I don't think I get the... Yeah, we do a little quick time event, and it actually get... Right, and it can actually help us, you know, deplete a lot of Terra Xehanort's HP, but you have to hit it at the right timing, so just be careful and just move over and try to time your... I did it too fast again. Well, doggone it. And we didn't even give him any damage, so... Yeah, so... I do remember for a fact that once I, you know, hit him that... I mean, once as I did get transported into that realm, I did hit him with the, you know, that quick time event. It's for him to lose some HP like that, so... Yeah, here he goes again. Let's see if we can try to do it this time. It's actually a pretty cool attack, too, if you ask me. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you do it right there. Look at that. That just took out a huge chunk of his HP right there. So that's a good attack to use in case of, you know, if you try to fight against him. So, and there goes the tedious attack again, where he's trying to do the Izuna drop on us. Plagiarism. No, I don't think Koei Tecmo would do anything like that, but let's go ahead and try to finish up this final boss fight here. And we'll see where we go from there. Let's see if we can try to oh. Yeah, he'll cause darkness on you, so... Yep, and he's going to try to hit us like that. But let's see if we could put in the last touch of damage here. Okay, we're going to go up to him. And... Oh, boy, cliffhangers. You guys didn't expect that, did you? Anyway, I'll see you next episode, guys. See you guys then.